Welcome, Texas Patriots. We gather today to fight the Trump takeover, to say, hell no, we're not going to let you in next year by your fixing the election with crooked maps this year. Forcefully calling out Trump's tyranny every time, every day, every time he does something is the start, but it's not the end. We've got to do much more. We need to bring to fight to Trump and his minions. Where he insists that we surrender, we fight. Where he assumes he's won, we fight. Here he is demanding 5 more seats. 5 more seats from Texas. That's not some inside game. That's 5 more seats to deny 15 million Americans access to a doctor. It's so he can add even more restrictions to the right of a woman to make her own choices. It's 5 more votes so he can keep his Trump tariff taxes driving prices up and up. He wants them high, but the focus on any mention of the Epstein sex tapes real low. So he wants to be able to have 5 more to say no congressional subpoenas. In fact, he wants 5 more to say he can do whatever he damn well pleases. And we say no. And I say to you today, if despite our steadfast opposition, his redistricting bill is signed into law next week, as some think it will, the question is, what do we do then besides boo? And I would say to you that each of the districts that he has designed very carefully were set up to elect a Trump minion who will prevail by the same margin that he prevailed in each of these districts, some 10% last year. But I want to say to you about that 10%, that next year he's not going to be on the ballot to draw the MAGA vote. And in the redrawn district that is nearest the one where we're standing right now, Hispanics have a strong majority, and Biden got 49% against Trump. Is there anyone here who believes that we ought to abandon that or any of these other redrawn districts and surrender them to Trump? Do you think that a dynamic nominee and a united effort by all of us can beat Trump at his own game? It is so very encouraging to see so many young patriots here today. You know, they're the folks that are going to have to live the longest with the effects of this sorry Trump policies. And as happy as we are to see them engaged, I don't believe there's anyone here that thinks Bernie Sanders, who was approaching 84, is not needed to give his experience voice, to spread the message that our working families deserve better, and our top 10%, our top 1% for sure, deserve to pay their fair share of taxes. And while I want every young person, every young leader we can get, you know, I'm glad that one of the patriots you're about to hear from today is a woman named Dolores Welcha. And it's so good to see these farm worker flags. Dolores is the one who created Si Se Puede, and Si Se Puede is what we can do. You're going to hear from her, even though she has some 95 courageous years to her life. She's still fighting injustice. The only way that we will stop Trump's fascist authoritarianism is to benefit from the contributions of every generation, from the youngest to the very oldest. Everyone united, not fighting one another, but fighting together the threat to our freedoms. And I've been so pleased to see right here up front these Ukrainian flags. Because we know we got a president whose middle name is Appeasement when it comes to Putin. Next Saturday, same place at noon, we'll be celebrating Ukrainian Independence Day right here, and I hope some of you will come. You know, our democracy will not be lost in a flash. It begins ebbing away step by outrageous step. Already Trump, who says he wants his military to look a little more like Hitler's. He sent our military in against the wishes of mayors and governors to Los Angeles, to the District of Columbia, and says he's looking at other cities. The reason he's sending our military in, totally unjustified, is not because of crime or immigrants, but it's because he envisions a day when he will use that military against us. And while his Gestapo-like tactics, Trump's masked agents out there grabbing students off the streets for no good reasons, he's not doing that because of one or two students. He's doing it because he wants the power to grab any of us one day. We don't need the National Guard on our streets. We need national guardrails on a lawless president. This is a truly defining moment for American democracy. Will we approach 250 years of true democracy or not? Can we stop him by uniting ourselves and not dividing? We cannot remain the land of the free on our 250th anniversary unless we are all truly the home of the brave. That's what's at stake in our response to this redistricting attempt to fix the elections, and why we must unite to fight him, not one another. So today, with hope, with inspiration from this gathering, with love in our hearts for our neighbors who we must win over and get engaged, I believe we can build to a more just America with opportunities for all. That's what we seek, and together we shall overcome. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.